What do these look like to you? Do they look like beautifully decorated, delicious ice cream bars? And you just want to go in and take a big old bite? Well, don't. These are soap. That's right, soap. S-O-A-P. Bars of soap. I first started making soap about a year ago, and I've learned a lot, and there's still so much more yet to learn. We'll all use soap, whether it's to wash our bodies, wash dishes, wash our clothes. Soap is going to be with us all of our lives. During this speech, first I'll give you a little history about soap. Then I'll tell you the ingredients, how to make homemade bar soap. And at the end of my presentation, I'm going to show you some soap that I have made. According to the American Cleansing Institute, ancient Babylonians first started making soap around 2800 BC. That's about 5,000 years ago. The ancient Romans have a legend that when rain would wash off of Mount Sapo, spelled S-A-P-O, it would mix with animal fats and wood ash and produce a cleansing agent. Sapo in Latin means soap, and that's how soap got its name. The English began using soap around the 12th century, but even then it was only the wealthiest people used it. Without soap, produced many illnesses during Middle Ages, where the Black Death originated, and mostly because of cleanliness. During the 17th and 19th centuries, of course, Americans started, soap came to America, and since then, since 1850, it became a large commercial process here in the United States. The most important part of soap making are the ingredients besides the safety issue. Handmade soap is made out of only 3 ingredients. It's fat, either cooking oils or animal oils, water, and lye. The chemical reaction between these 3 ingredients is known as saponification. The oils you use determine the types of benefits for your skin. And I'm talking about regular cooking oil, olive oil, coconut oil, rice bran oil, sunflower oil, hemp oil, any kind of oils you can use in soap, not petroleum oil. That's just to name a few. There's jojoba oil. There are a lot more. Animal fats such as lard and tallow are also used in soap making. If your grandmother made soap, chances are she probably used lard. Lye, of course, is the most dangerous ingredient in soap, and this requires a lot of safety protections by soap makers. So let's take a look at lye. The chemical name for lye is sodium hydroxide, or caustic soda. You may more commonly know it as drain cleaner. When it comes in contact with your skin, it can produce some pretty bad burns. This is the reason that soap makers need to use protective clothing when they're making soap. However, without lye, there is no soap, so you can't escape it. These are examples of the type of protective gear that soapers wear. You'll notice there's a picture of me in my soaping gear. I'm a little more paranoid when it comes to what I breathe in, so I've got a pretty heavy-duty respirator there. In order to make soap, the first thing that you will need is a recipe. You can find recipes for soap all over the internet. The second thing you'll need to do is to run your recipe through a lye calculator. I run mine through SoapFINAL. calc.com, and that will tell me how much lye I need to add to my oils to produce soap. Once you have your recipe, then you need to mix your lye with water and then set that aside. Mix your oils, set that aside, both separately, till they both reach room temperature. From there, once they're at room temperature, you'll mix them together with the aid of an immersion blender. You will blend for a couple of seconds. At that point, you can add coloring or essential oils or fragrance oils to the mixture. Once that's complete, you just pour this mixture into a mold, any type of mold that you want. Most soapers use what's called a loaf mold, and loaf molds allow the soap to harden in like a loaf of bread, and then after it hardens, the soaper can cut it into bars. Finally comes the hardest part of soap making as far as I'm concerned, and that's the waiting. It will take 18 to 24 hours inside the mold for the mixture to become saponified, which means the process of saponification actually dissipates all the lye in the soap so that it's safe, and turns everything into soap. However, in order to actually use soap, you'll have to wait another 4 to 6 weeks. Otherwise, the first time you use it, it could just disappear. This is called the curing time. So it gives the soap time to harden, and so that you can use it more than one time. Okay, in conclusion, as I promised, these are pictures of soaps that I have made. They're nothing at all like the pictures that you've seen previously, but like I said, I still have a lot of learning to do. Now that you know that soap can be made into all kinds of different shapes and designs, they're only limited by the imagination of the soap maker. So whatever you do, make sure that you ask, is it soap, before you eat it. Thank you.